Hello again. Today is Thursday, April 27th, 2017. My name is Elana Kangethe. I'm the proud CEO and owner of EK Management and Associates, located here in Raytown, Missouri, which is right outside of Kansas City, Missouri. I did one posting today, and I guess I'm having an awesome day because I'm doing another posting, or maybe it's a slow day. I don't know. But anyway, I get asked the question all the time, how did I get started in trucking? How did I get started in trucking? So I'm just going to post a video and you guys can look at it and see. Anyway, how I got started in trucking, I come from a background of heavy sales. Ever since I was 19, 18 years old, I've been selling. Every job I've held has always had something to do with sales. So anyway, when I got married, and my husband came to me one day because a friend of ours, he owned 10 trucks at the time, and he wanted my husband to start a freight brokerage firm with him. And so my husband at the time, he's not someone to just up and quit a job, but it's always a story behind a story behind a story. And the next thing I know, he was quitting. I was excited because it was something that I had prayed for so long, for us to be independent entrepreneurs and open a company together. And so it just so happened that when he quit, I was recruiting for a college at the time, and I got laid off. And so I looked at him and I said, well, how about I work the business with you and I stay home and have a baby? And so he was like, okay, that's fine. So anyway, never in my wildest dreams, like I am telling you right now, that I think that my life would be in trucking like this. I literally thought I was going to have it easy and stay home and have a baby and just assist and do secretarial work. But as it has it, my personality is not like administrative secretary like that. I'm like all into it. The next thing I know, I was learning all about trucking. And I always tell everyone the way I got in, it's not normal. When I say I had two guys like in my head, morning, night, and evening, it was trucking. We went to lunch, trucking. It was dinner, trucking. Everything was a sales process. Everything was training. Everything they were teaching me everything. They were taking me to Walmart. I always tell a story in my training. I didn't even know what a pallet was. I'm always like, people who think I've never been in trucking, I can't get into the industry, I don't know. I was like the most girly girl. I sold Mary Kay prior to recruiting for the college, and I won a Mary Kay car. So we're talking about top girl here. And I didn't know what a pallet was. And I remember crying. And he took me to Walmart and he's like, this is a pallet. And when I say like they were not like nice on me, like they were like, girl, you need to learn this stuff. And they taught me everything, reefers, drive-ins, flatbeds, how to get your rates, how to negotiate. I came into the business, of course, knowing sales. And so the sales part, relationship building part, I knew how to do all those things. And by heart, by nature, I'm just a trainer and teacher. And so as I was learning things, I was typing them up, I was archiving them, keeping them, all those type of things. Brokering, dispatching, every day is different. It's always a different lesson that's learned. I remember early on, we had a load that caught fire. It was a load of hay that caught fire. It was horrible. I remember early on getting into like financial trouble as a broker because one of the shippers didn't pay, and it was like, just deadly. It was horrible, and so everything that I train on, everything I teach on is based on experience. In my training, you'll hear me say, make sure you double confirming your pickups and your delivery appointments. Why? Because I've been there, when I didn't put the right information on the rate confirmation and the driver gets in saying it's a 24-hour facility. I told you it wasn't a 24-hour, but because I didn't do the paperwork right, I'm held accountable for it now. I've been in a situation where, the reefer breaks down and I have $100,000 worth of flowers on the truck and the flowers are destroyed, and trying to file a claim and fighting over who's going to pay the claim and this and that, I've been in a situation where drivers just, leaving the load on the side of the road because he quit the trucking company. And so anyway, yeah, so I got into it like that. I didn't necessarily go through anyone's training, but I went through a training by my husband who was a broker for 8 years, and a friend of ours who owned 10 trucks. And like I said, it was just everyday learning, everyday learning, everyday learning. We built that brokerage, and then eventually built more brokerages for other people. We agent officed under a company, GTO 2000. Awesome, awesome, awesome company. We agent officed under them because when you have like a lot of customers and you have a lot of things going on, trying to run the brokerage at the same time, it can be difficult. And so, sometimes it's good to agent office because you're paying for that support system. And we had an awesome support system with them, as well as Global Trans. So in the course of 9 years, I've had a lot of experience, a lot of training, but that's how I got started in the industry. I always tell people, you're not going to have my story. It's an abnormal story, but you need to be taught. Google is not going to teach you this industry. You know what I mean? And you want to make sure you get with people that you trust in your circle that are going to show you things. Make sure you trust people, and because this can be a cutthroat industry, and especially if people think that you're new, it's just a lot that goes on in this industry. And the reason why is because it's a lot of money out there. The pie is huge, and it's room for you. Don't think that it's not room for you. As long as you're driving down the highway and you see a truck carrying some freight, it's room for you in here. It's just, what are you going to do with it when you get the room? Anywho, so I'm going to title this video How I Got Started in the Industry, for anybody who wants to know, or if you shoot me an email saying how I got started in the industry, I'm just going to refer you back to look at this video. Anyway, my name is Elana Kangethe, EK Management and Associates. Email info at theekm.com. Website www.theekm.com. Our website is not anything to brag about right now. We spend a lot of time helping everybody get their site set up, and we neglect ours, but some of the girls in the office, they're taking some time out to work on ours as well. Phone number 816-381-7983. That's our office number, 816-381-7983. Love you guys and have a good day. Bye.